Finally, the past and the present meet face to face. No more secrets, no more hiding. The truth is out. And now they're gonna talk face to face without anyone else getting in. And hope you enjoyed this part. This is Sellavin review of Naruto Shippuden, episode 385. Obito Uchiha. And now that Naruto and Obito are meeting talking face to face, and Naruto knows the truth about Obito's past. He wants to know why is such a person who's exactly like himself in every way, a person who wants to become Hokage, who wants everyone to know who he was, acknowledge him, and to share his dream, and to become this person. And he turned his back on everything. He turned his back on his father, Minato, who was his teacher, turned his back on his friend Kakashi, who was Naruto's teacher, and he turned his back on his village, just because things went wrong, and just because he gave up on his dream, he became like this. And he keeps wondering, so why could you just do this, and why would you do this, yet why would you give up on your dream? Saying doing this will be exactly the same as Hokage. A Hokage has to make the hard decisions, and he has to do everything. But that's not what a Hokage does. That's not what a Hokage do. They don't do this, just mindless murder. They don't do senseless destruction. And he keeps trying to convince that even though he gave up on his dream, yet why do you still remember the past? Why do you still remember that? He's saying this, and he keeps responding back, saying, "I am the second sage of Six Path. That I am no longer human. The name Obito Uchiha, there is no existence in that." Saying he forsaken that name. And while Naruto keeps reminding him that that's who he is. He is Obito. He was born Obito and he will die Obito. And he can't just erase his name just because some bad things went wrong. I gotta admit, I gotta like this episode a lot, because it's like two people. Naruto get to meet someone who shares everything that he was. The only difference is he went down the wrong path, and Naruto didn't. If Naruto had been more like him, he would have gone either way. He would have gone the other way. That's the part that's That's the part that Naruto feels the most, because he wanted everything, but he lost everything. He wanted everything, but he lost everything instead. He wanted to become the hero, but he became the villain in the end. And Obito keeps saying that in order to become a Hokage, you have to take the easy path, and that even means stepping over the corpses of your comrades. And then Naruto rallies back, saying you can't, and there is no easy path to be, and I won't do it on stepping on the dead bodies of my friends. That is true. But you gotta give credit where credit due, and I give this a lot of credit, especially for the flashback. There were more Rin Kakashi moments and Kakashi and Rin and Obito moments, like more flashback to the back. I mean, remember, Obito was like Naruto, the clown. He didn't very popular. He kept messing up all the time, becoming late, and everything was like that. He was the Naruto type. He wanted everyone to acknowledge. He wanted to become a Hokage. He wanted everyone to acknowledge him. He wanted to be a hero, and he wanted to beat Kakashi and become strong enough to impress Rin. I mean, like Sasuke and Sakura and Naruto, same concept, and just a bit different. And if things had gone on either way, it would have been Naruto who went down the wrong path. That's why Obito keeps pushing Naruto throughout this whole war. He wants to prove, out of everything that he's done, he wants to prove that he was right and Naruto was wrong. Because Naruto reminds him so much of himself that he cannot forget the past. He can't just ignore the past. The past happened, both the good parts and the bad parts. Even though they haven't shown the bad parts in this flashback, there are some things of Obito that he still wants to know. He still wants to know. He wants to prove that there's a part of him that still remembers what it's like to be himself, despite being this monster that he's become. In a way, he's trying to reach what little humanity he has left, despite transforming into this shell of the person that he once was. That he's willing to erase this world just because he lost the person he loved and make her real in his new world. That's the part that's messed up the most. And I also gotta admit, in the Obito flashbacks, seeing Rin, even though she cared about Kakashi, she was always willing to support Obito, no matter how his fault, no matter how hard it was for Obito to always keep trying to pushing himself forward to go past Kakashi. She still rallies behind him. She still wants to be there for him, even though and she still watches over him despite all his screw up, all his pain and his failures. Always happy to smile at him wherever he shows up late or not, and always willing to give him a helping hand whether he's in pain or not. Right. That is what Obito. That is what Rin is to Obito, the kindest, gentlest soul, and the person he truly loved. Yet, despite all that, she still died, right, which left Obito heartbroken, distraught, and down this horrible, rotten path that he has chosen. Also his determination to be Kakashi, kind of like how Naruto kept screwing up in front of Sasuke, and Sasuke always getting the attention. It's like the same concept. And also in next week's episode, finally Naruto asked the big question: if Rin was here? Would she say this? What would she say to the person that you have become now? And that will probably hit Obito the most. I'm not going to tell you why. I'm just going to give you something to think about. Because if you're a straight manga reader, then you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't read the manga, well, not going to spoil it for you. Maybe I just did. Sorry. My fault. My bad. Hope you enjoyed this one. I put the link down in the description. Also, check out the review for the Naruto last manga, the last 2 chapters. See it for yourself. Trust me, it's a headliner. And it's a headliner. Trust me. Even though I don't say much, but trust me, it's something you need to see. Hope you enjoyed that spot. Comment and subscribe. I'll put the link down in the description for that video too. Hope you enjoyed that spot, and thank you. Bye.